It's the one and only Despotic. I'm bringing Undaunted Discs subscribers a gameplay commentary, and this is not my gameplay. It's Undaunted Discs gameplay. I call him the Manchester Beast because this guy, every lobby he goes into, he beasts. He's a well-rounded player, right? You might run into players who excel at patrolling a certain area, like myself, right? You look at my gameplays, I patrol a certain area. I try to clip as much as I can. I try to, not have fair fights. Then you might see another player who's very aggressive, using map knowledge, knowing exactly where he needs to go, drop shotting, jump shotting, doing all of these things. Those are two players. Undaunted Disc does this effortlessly, right? He does it with ease, right? It's not like, it's very difficult for me to do. This guy clips well. And for those people who don't know what clipping is when you just have the least amount of your body shown and you can see the most of the opponent's body, and you have an upper hand in them, and you can like head glitch, you can do all of these things. He does this well. Jump shotting, you'll see him do this, and you're like, oh, that's a jump shot. Yeah, it's a jump shot, right? The thing is, when you're playing this game, or any first-person shooter, that is, you want to be able to, keep your gun on target, but make sure that your body is moving. So it's like very difficult for someone to like have a clear shot at you. Like right here, normally I use the Humvee as a clipping spot, but he's using the tank, and you'll see later on in this gameplay, he just doesn't use the tank. Like, he abuses the tank in terms of how to like really kill people and not have them even have a chance of doing anything. Like right here, you'll see a jump shot, and most of you guys might say, well, that's easy to do. It's not. It's very difficult to do. Like right here's a jump shot. He goes in the air. He goes to prone, and that's a drop shot. And that's not something that's easy to do. Not everyone can do it, and even if they try to, they fail, right? So only a few people can do drop shotting, and only a few people can YY. And I'm using this number in terms of the amount of people who play first-person shooters, right? I get into a lobby, and I'll play like 15 games. Out of those 15 games, I'm probably drop shotted maybe once. But I do a lot of drop shotting. I've gotten that into my gameplay. So right here, let's get into the gameplay, right? I've already said all the things that you guys already know about the Manchester Beast, right? He's very patient, right? He has really good map knowledge. He knows he's very methodical, right? Like, you look at him and say, oh, like right here, I think he makes like, well, not here, but you'll see it later on. He's very methodical. He knows exactly when to be aggressive. Like right here, he started burst firing because he didn't have the target, and that's a lost art, right? Most people don't burst fire anymore. It's an exception if you play Battlefield. If you don't burst fire, then that's more of an issue. You will get decimated. But in COD, which 60 frames per second, the map's a bit smaller, well, not a bit, but a lot smaller. People don't burst fire, but he did it there, and that's a good tactic, right? That's a good strategy. If you don't have the shot, burst fire until you do get the shot. You don't want to go fully auto and then lose control, because there is something called recoil, idle sway, all these things you have to take into account. And he does a really good job, right? He's playing domination. He knows these guys have one flag, and he knows they're going to be spawning here. And instead of running out, look how hard he fights for like 3 kills. And that's one thing that good players do, right? Really good players do. To them, 3 kills, to me, it's like 3 kills is like the benchmark. You get to 3 kills, and you work really hard for that. Oftentimes you get to your 4th kill, you get to your 5th kill, and you just keep moving from there. A lot of people, when they play this game, they get to like the 1st kill and the 2nd kill, and then they die, and they wonder why it's very difficult for them to get to like those upper streaks. It's because of patience, right? Most of them lack that, but this guy doesn't, right? He gets right behind cover when he's using his kill streak. I pride myself on being a patient player, but this guy's, he's uber patient, right? I hate to say it that way, but it's the facts, right? And even this, yeah, it's the truth. So right here, he doesn't know where they're spawning, so I think he's waiting to see where they're spawning. That's the one mistake he made in this gameplay. He shot the first guy and then he started running, right? So I think if he was using a headset, I'm not sure if he uses a headset, and even if he didn't, imagine that, right? A player who can of this caliber and doesn't use a headset. So he knows now that they're going to be spawning over here in this section, and he's going to try to milk it. He's going to try to get as many kills as possible, and he's fighting for 3 kills. If you can get to those 3 kills or 4 kills or what have you, it puts you in a really good position to dictate and dominate players, right? You want to dictate where they're going to be, and like he knows, look, they're coming. Why move, right? Why move? You know, if you can milk these guys for all, and you can keep killing them, and they honestly don't know where you are, then, you know, right here he's trying to burst fire. He doesn't get the shot. He didn't chase the guy. Like most people will try to chase the person, like, oh, I gotta chase him. But no, right here he puts on a clinic. He puts on a clipping clinic here. And for those people who don't know what clipping is just, maybe I said this, I don't know, but clipping is when you use you show the least amount of your body and you see the most amount of the opponent's body. So you can, in a sense, you have an advantage. So he's using this tank as a somewhat of a barrier. So if these guys want to shoot him, they really have to have a good shot. They have to have a really good shot. He kind of didn't kill that guy because, well, someone killed him, but he wouldn't have used that because he would have killed himself. He stays over here and he's going to use this tank, man. And that's what I've been doing lately. I saw this match. I'm like, I need to use this tank as a spot. But I think it only works when you're playing domination. You have 2 flags and they're spawning over here in this section. So if you're playing like TDM, odds are you kill one guy and the person's going to spawn right behind you. That's the nature of this game. It's more of like a revenge spawn system. He gets so many attack helicopters, I lost count. So he knows these guys are going to be spawning over here in this section. And most of you guys might be thinking, well, I've been here for too long, I need to move. No, if the kills are coming in, you should stay there, and that's what he's doing. Now, they have a sizable lead. It shouldn't, I can't even see this, but they do, I think they do have a sizable lead. So he's trying his best, and he's not moving, right? This is a sign of a passive player who knows, look, let the kills come to me. And when I need to be aggressive, I will be aggressive, right? You don't always have to be like move, right? Some people look at this and they're like, I have to move. No, right? There's some instances like right here. This is where you need to be aggressive. He's jump shooting. He's doing all the things he needs to do. He's moving from position to position. That's aggressive, right? That's what good players do, right? You saw one instance where the Manchester Beast, you know, he was passive. He was clipping. He was doing all the things that a person who patrols a certain area does. And then you see him go into that. He switches gears, right? He goes into this situation where he's like, time to destroy these guys. I think that's what he does. He goes into that Super Saiyan mode, like, I don't know if it's Super Saiyan 2 or maybe Super Saiyan 3. Dare I say Super Saiyan 4? Huh? For those people who grew up looking at Dragon Ball Z, you guys know where I'm coming from. So he's gonna wait here and pick up some kills. These guys, it's already over. The match is already over. It's just for him to just destroy them and just keep doing what he does. And this is not easy to do. It's not easy to be patient. It's not easy to be aggressive when you need to. And this guy does it well. So he gets the MOAB, the mother of all bombs. And look, really good gameplay. The one thing I would say to Undaunted Disc is upload some more videos, man. Right, I'm a subscriber. I'm a loyal subscriber. Upload some more videos, and it'll be really nice, man. So, anyway, man, it's the one and only Despotic. Undaunted Disc beasted on these guys. That's why I call them the Manchester Beast. Leave some comments in here. Say all the things that you think Undaunted Disc excels at. Anyway, it's the one and only Despotic. Deuces.